Well, I have no idea what's going on in Syria. Every 5 minutes, something's changing. It's just crazy.
Yes.
First of all, it's horrible, the things that they're doing to the Christians. And we all need to take a moment and pray for them. And I wish we were doing more. But Syria is gone insane.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Let's do it.
TGR News, broadcasting from the State of Israel.
Welcome back to TGR News.
Hello, hello.
Well, let's get right into it.
Yes.
At the beginning of the week, Israel began to use pressure to help bring Hamas back to the table and continue to trade terrorists for hostages. This is the only way you can really put it.
That's it.
Israel stopped all humanitarian aid and then stopped the electricity with threats that the next week, still this coming week, we will stop the water supply. At least starting from the northern strip of Gaza, the water supply, right? From experience, when I was in Gaza, every house I went to, solar panels and batteries were all over the place to be able to continue without Israel's electricity. As if they were getting ready for something this whole time.
There was.
Yeah, because every house we went into, there was just big batteries. You know, it was really strange, actually. We go, all these homes we go into, you know, you have the regular light switches on the wall, you have everything, right? And then there'd be inside the light fixture on the ceiling, a LED with a wire going across the ceiling down. Usually, for some reason, they put it right by the same light switch, right, for the other ones. And then that would be connected to a battery that was connected to solar panels.
Yeah.
That's how every house was.
Amazing.
They were ready. Every time we had a war with them, every time they fired rockets and we didn't even go in, we used to do a lot, stop the electricity.
Yes.
And then when they fired rockets, well, it really meant nothing to them all that time because they just turned on the other light.
Yeah.
And it was in the exact same place.
It never bothered them.
It never bothered them. They were ready for it.
Yes, in the last decade or so, this was the situation.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you think Israel really is gonna turn the water off? That's a pretty big, bold move. And I agree with it, but it's bold as in the way the world sees us, because everyone's still not 100% on our side and ready to jump on us, right?
Yes, that's right. Well, what happened during this week, that because of the electricity stop, that we stopped supplied the electricity to Gaza Strip, actually they lost one of the how you call it? So that turns salt to the water into the desalination. So one of them, they have two big ones. So one of them stopped working because lack of electricity. So they already have problem with water. And yeah, I hope we'll do it. I hope we'll do it, because just stopping electricity and stopping humanitarian aid, we know what's going to happen. Hamas have big
stockpiles of all
warehouse of food that they stole, that they have for months and months and months. So it's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see any effect of no humanitarian aid anytime soon. Exactly because of what you said.
With the electricity, we will have some effect, but they still have generators and they have fuel to run those generators for probably few weeks. I don't know how long. But with the water. Yeah, I hope we'll do more and more pressure. If I was Bibi, I will do what Trump said right away.
I agree. He should have jumped on that 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys. It's just all this thing Israel's going through. We say it, but it's because it's so true. The people, the children of Israel, feel the pressure of the world and the anti-Semitic spirit that's taken over many places in the world, and your love that you show them by donating and helping getting them fed in the time of need. This is just such a huge thing, and like Ola says, you are helping to make a difference in the statistic of 1 out of 3 kids going to bed hungry every night.
Yes,
it's a beautiful thing you guys are doing, and a beautiful way to witness to these people, to show them the love of the true Lord, the one we the Jews and us, we all pray to the same God. They just don't know his name yet.
Yeah.
And they don't know the whole story. They just got, but so it's a beautiful thing that we guys are doing together. Really, thank you guys. If you haven't and you want to be a part of this wonderful part of the ministry, below all of our videos are links to the Patreon page and to the Support Us page. Or you could just go to your web browser, type in thegoldenreport.com and go to the Support Us page there and find whichever way is best for you, however you feel like you want to send your support to these precious people. So once again, thank you guys. God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Let's get back into it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about Yemen.
Oh my, that's the big one.
Did you miss the Houthis, Joel?
Yeah, they just never leave, do they?
No, they're
But
stubborn.
yeah.
They're stubborn. Yemen threatened Israel, the Houthis actually, this week that if Israel does not return to supply humanitarian aid to Gaza Strip by Tuesday, then they will begin to fire missiles, drones, and Israel again. Well, they actually didn't say exactly what they're going to do, but they put these big posters with 4 days clocks and clocks ticking and stuff like this.
Right.
So on Tuesday, when the deadline was up, America carried out an attack on Hodeidah port. They the base. They actually used this port to attack ships.
Yeah.
So this was a clear message, but it didn't work. Yemen declared they are going to ban and attack every Israeli ship in the area.
Yeah.
And it's a big area, and it really hurts not only Israel but also.
Yes, lots of times, like in the past, they miss what's Israeli and they hit others. So it affects everyone in the world.
Yes. So they're stubborn. They're not gonna stop, and I think we should now. When we, you want to say something?
Yeah, but go ahead.
Now, when we more free from north in Lebanon, we actually can take care of the Houthis more.
Yeah, but what I was going to say is we're not very busy with Hezbollah in the north. We're still busy with Gaza, and we're becoming very busy with Syria, and keeping our close eyes on the south to Egypt, what's happening there. So, but what I was going to say is if you notice, they never let themselves be the only ones standing against Israel.
Yeah.
They might not be the smartest ones, but they're not that dumb. You know, it seems like the only time they step up is when there's enough pressure on Israel from all the other places. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's they don't want to find themselves the only ones messing with us way over there. You know?
When we have free hands, and we have Trump
exactly
backing us up.
Exactly, and plus, I think they should rethink. I have a feeling Trump, because America already did that airstrike you talked about in Hodeidah. I have a feeling Trump isn't going to put up with much of this from the Houthis.
I hope so.
Yeah, I have a feeling it might even be something that we don't even have to take care of. I have because of the fact of what we just said, it does affect everyone else.
Yeah,
and it affects everything that Trump is all about. And that's finances and getting the economy back to a good, strong economy.
Yeah, you know that Yemen, the Houthis actually hurt America pretty bad. They took down those drones. That every drone, I think it's $32 million every drone, and they took out 13 drones like that.
That's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, Israel has been taking stronger and stronger steps in Syria in order to assure our safety on this border in light of the regime in command that has clearly proven to be extremely radical. Israel said that we will attack 80 kilometers inland into Syria from our border in any militant advance from the new regime. That's an insane... If you think that's huge. You're talking about right up to Damascus. That's 80 kilometers. Straight to Damascus. I believe that Israel should go in and take them out. After seeing what they have been doing to the Christians, Israel has said that we will be in Syria for what looks like the long term to protect ourselves. What they're doing to the Christians there, I think someone should step up. I pray it would be Israel for the Christians. Yeah. The Israel already stepped up in Syria saying that they're going to protect the Druze. Now everyone's like, oh, that's so nice. Israel should, the way people think Israel's doing it for the Druze, that's what they should actually be doing for the Christians, because it's just the right thing to do. That's what Israel should be doing. Trump should be doing it. All the Western countries should be doing it. But the reason Israel, first of all, I don't know if you know, the Druze, it's a big thing.
Yes.
What Israel's doing there. We're helping them sort of take over the southern part of the country and make
Kind
their
of
own country.
establish, yeah, kind of their own region.
We're finally doing a two-state solution, but it's in Syria. We're making Syria two different states.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, that's so nice. But the thing is there's a lot of reasons we're doing it. One, it would be a good place to send the Druze that are in Israel over there, because no one talks about it, but about half of the Druze inside the country of Israel are not friends to Israel. They do not recognize the existence of the state of Israel and a bunch
They're
of other
hostile.
things. They're very hostile
Yeah.
towards us.
Yeah.
Another thing is it gives us freedom of movement inside Syria to assure our own self protection.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, don't let this crazy jihadist Islamist on our border.
Exactly.
We're
That's
pushing
the
them,
obvious, yeah.
pushing them further. That's it. That's the
very
main thing,
true.
I think.
Yep.
We also declared that we're going to help the Druze inside Israel by letting the Druze from outside Israel, from Syria, to go in and work here and help them develop their communities, like actually build buildings, and it's been approved.
Right.
It's called Homesh plan. So yeah, the one thing I wanted to mention, like, we do feel, I don't know, my heart is broken for our brothers and sisters in Christ in Syria.
Yes.
But also there are many children, women, men that not Christian, that they call it's like Alawite, the name of
Alawite,
Alawite.
It's like they're secular. It's their secular sect.
Yes.
That's what that
and
is.
they
Alawite
are
is secular.
supporters. They are believed to be supporters of Assad regime, the old regime, and those poor people, they didn't do nothing. They were just living there, and maybe they supported Assad, maybe they didn't. We don't know.
Yeah.
But those people,
Which is not a crime.
which is not a crime. Yeah, that's what the government back
Yeah.
then. But the thing of it is, what I see happening in Syria, that actually you can see on media, because you don't, Al Jazeera, for example, don't show much.
Yeah.
When Arab kill Arabs, nobody cares, right?
Yeah.
What I see 7th of October in their eyes.
You see the same, the
how
way
they-
they're acting.
exactly the same.
The
And they
same
don't
demonic.
care, and they don't care if it's women, children, old, elderly people. They rejoice, they sing, they abuse
Yeah.
the bodies.
Yeah.
The video that we saw of this Christian man that they crucified.
Yeah, they
it's
put him on a cross and shot him in the head a few times.
horrible, horrible.
Yeah.
And it's the same evil that we saw before.
Yep.
So
Yep. It's the same demonic presence. It's the exact same
we
thing.
don't want them on our border.
Of course
No,
not. No,
no.
we don't. Yeah. Well, in the meantime, Israel is getting ready to go back into war into Gaza. 400,000 reservists have been called up and are on standby for such a war. I believe, along with many others in the IDF, that if the government goes back into a full war with Gaza, then it will be a bigger and faster and more conquering manner. It would be. This would be maybe exactly what we should have done from the very beginning. You know.
Yes.
That's a thought. I'm not giving you any facts. I'm just telling you what I think.
I think what Israel doing right now, we're trying to get as many hostages as we can out.
Yes.
And then go full in, like,
Yeah,
really,
and another
like-
big thing, if you noticed, was one of the things in the deals is they were trying to push for all the live hostages. Because even if we don't get them all, allow Hamas to have the dead ones in the meantime, because then we don't have to worry about going in,
Kill them.
killing the dead ones,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's why. What I'm trying to say is you're absolutely correct, and that's a way to show your
Yes.
theory, which
Yes.
is absolutely correct.
Yes, because that's why Bibi, well, I think he's weak. Why he don't use Trump's all hell break, right?
Yeah.
Sentence,
He
but,
should have
and
jumped
he's
on that,
still
yep.
trying to get as many as we can, like even one alive, even two, you know. Right now, we're talking about 10 hostages. Witkoff came and say half of the hostages, but then now, a few days later, just yesterday, he said, well, 10 living hostages.
Yeah.
We try to get as many as we can
possible.
before we really go in and
Yep.
finish them up.
Yep, I think so too. Yeah. Well, you got anything you want to add?
I want to say Happy Purim. to
Happy
our followers.
Purim.
Yes, Happy Purim. Purim is a wonderful time of rejoicing and happiness. Well, after the fest of Esther, of course.
Of course. Yes.
Yes, and that's it. That's it.
Well, we love you guys, and we
Yes.
appreciate everything you guys do here. You really are a huge deal in these people's lives that you directly touch with your support here.
Yes.
So thank you again. Don't forget to join us on thegoldenreport.com. And until next time,
Shabbat Shalom.
God bless.